Down in the middle. As you wait for the
School, primary school. When they go to us,
Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much more time, allow me to invite Engineer Frank Asebwa to come and speak on behalf of, I don't know, but we know he has been a special person to Johnny's life. He has advised him, he has seen him through this journey. Play loud music.
Standing here before you and your parents, both sides, to say one or two things. Nenga tunatukayo zambali anywaji. Njoga bichya. Kwa paranga na Yesu mutioyo. I brought this lady, Dr. Jane Kayonga, to remind you, John and Caroline, of your other mothers. Some of them are not here, or all of them are not here, except this one. These are your mothers from, you know where, Kawembe. Christopher, Mama says you look beautiful. May I say, Caroline, you look great. However, the reason I think you wanted me to say something was simple. He hijacked me in the church and said, you must say something. So I said, well, talking has never been my problem. I'm a teacher by profession, first and foremost. I've taught in various places. But he mentioned one group he felt I should thank. All those people associated with Chika, where are you? There are people associated with Chika who have done a great job. I'm one of the few people who have been Muhamodi on this your website, what are they called? Social media platform. I've seen the love, I've seen the commitment you have towards these people. It surpasses what we have for John, because you are there all the time, even including the very sad moments we had in the past. You were there. In this great moment of happiness, you are here. John is saying thank you and thank you again. Why am I special to John? I'm lucky. Both those boys are my sons, in a way, either by circumstances of life or whatever. When their fathers step aside, the natural fathers step aside, these people step in my lap, and I guide them, and I talk to them. But I didn't realize it's so important until both of them at their weddings. But John, you did something wrong. This one took me to Western Nile to bring him a wife. Where is she? I think she's somewhere there. You have to take me to Mora to make sure that we brought Caroline. I want to thank the parents of Caroline though. When she came to my home, I did not expect an intention to go kneeling down. She knelt down with all the reverence of the Baganda women, and I was pleased. I thank you very much for choosing a good lady, because that one. But other than that, what else can I say, John? You know, sometimes we get our phone calls and talk. You know, sometimes you come where I am and we talk. That will continue. But now, you are lucky. Officially, you have somebody by your side to give you the good words. All right. That man is a very hard-working man. I'm sure you know that. And he's not going to change. You know, here at his wedding, I could see him wanting to go and work. There was a community here who told him, this is your wedding, guys, sit down. That's John. And we are happy that you are like that. I want to pray and hope you'll be well. Jaja Kawempe could not make it, as you know. This one could not make it to church, but she has come here, and I don't think she'll make it much longer. The others are over Europe, and others are in heaven. They are all looking at you and praying for you and wishing you well in your marriage.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Frank Sebasa, for music, as my engineer is going back. John want to say us happy, knowledge of your children. Atana mwabagaba pia, oli mwana wangu Muslimu kweteka mu. Abantu abamba chuganga uke. Kweteka wetu papa au. Ojja kutanga yendwedde. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite Professor Wilbur Ahewa, representing all our sisters and brothers, to my good friend John. Ono Ahewa bigambo byakoze biyitirivu nnyo. Olaba Ahewa afuuka muganda wa John Ssentongo mumanye nti omusajja oyo w'amaanyi nnyo, ate afuuse mukwano gwaffe nnyo, ate twamuzaala naye n'atuzaala tubeera b'amaanyi. N'olwekyo gavumenti ne bwe beekyuse Ahewa bibiya. Oba mwagala oba temwagala, ate tumwagala nnyo baba batukwata tujja y'isomero gamba n'ogwo ne tuyitawo.
Thank you very much, MC, John, and your wife. Congratulations. And of course, with all the people who came supporting you. Mama baffe, batata baffe, abazadde on all the sides, mwebale nnyo okutuzaala. I'm speaking representing all the brothers and sisters. I don't know, can you stand up to the team I'm representing? What is if you can come and banner probably? You are somewhere there. So on a lighter note, MC, you have said Gambanoku, and I want to explain. John is my brother because my mother is born with John's mother. But originally from I'm from Ukunjiri, and I want to assure the MC and other members that the Gambano is real. The nice music you're enjoying is from UPDF. Captain Kuru, where are you? Cool sounds, whoever people. So if you want nice music, this one, please go through us and Kuru will always be available. But Kuru, on the right note, I really want to thank you very much for accepting to play very good music for my brother. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting your time, John, I want to thank you very much. And I want to thank you for being that brother that any person would want to have. We are proud of you. And of course, when you went to marry, you were so selective. You went for the best of the best. Carol, you are a good diamond. When Carol came to our family, I'm telling you, John has never made any mistake. John, for us as your brothers and sisters, we call you a sharpshooter. And sharpshooters, I'm going to explain what they are. Sharpshooters do not shoot and aim later. I think you know very many people who do that. Sharpshooters first aim. If I want to shoot that flower on top of John, I aim very well and I shoot it. So sharpshooters do not waste the resources. You are going to use one bullet and you hit what you want to hit. But the people who just aimlessly shoot, they can finish 3 magazines before anybody is down. So John was that kind of person. I know everything that John does. He first thinks through it, and he does it perfectly. The last time I saw a wedding like this, I think it was when we had a birthday party of Sudhir's son, Rajiv. And when we had the wedding of Jim Wezi's son. A party where you ate and you start drinking. And you continue drinking, and they beg you to continue drinking and eating, drinking and eating. And I think the drinks are still there. These things, if you look on your table, the original flowers, they are not these plastic flowers. The decoration is deep, The food was cheap. The music system is cheap. The band is cheap. The seating arrangement, you see gold-coated seats, you know, and the dressing is fantastic. And more importantly, you have a very beautiful woman. Clap for John once again. So John, we as your brothers, we shall continue loving you. We like what you are doing. And calling him a sharpshooter, I actually mean what I'm saying. Even the cars he drives, you need to see them. Very smart cars, which you cannot steal. I think those people on the group, you know what happened. Those who don't know, Johnny Alimujam Kawanda. Towards the wedding, Kawanda Mama somewhere. Katagapi Negaja, Mujam, Negamsura Moroka, Negamukula, Negamsura was in Negabin Moroka. Now, being the sharpshooter I'm talking about, it's Muzaria in Moroka, it's just a Chivera Moroka. Yatukana Joe. Katenega to Moroka, they took on in Ghana. The foreign Moroka to Gifuna. Can you clap for Joe? So even the thieves cannot manage you. But I want to tell you one thing. Most of those things are done by God. And I know you're a serious believer. Cover your marriage with the blood of Jesus. Because the moment you do that, there is nothing that fails. I don't know if I'm saying I have time, but there's something I wanted to tell you, John. In this world, we always rotate around what they call a capital pentagon. And I didn't actually not a pentagon, but the hexagon. I didn't want to live here without telling you and Carol that as you work, as you enter this institution of marriage, because today, God has blessed your marriage. Previously, yes, you are married, but you are not in the list of God. And you know what it means? If I say pay salary, if you are not on the payroll, do you receive salary? So if you are not on God's list, you miss blessings of people with families. And I'm telling now those ones, if you know you have not gone to church or mosque to marry, please do so that you enter that list. So that when God is giving the blessings, you are on the list and you don't miss out. Now, the capital hexagon goes like this. That on the extreme end we have got what natural assets, what we call natural assets. Natural assets has to do with the land, culture, and I know John, you are working towards that. So as you struggle in your family, make sure you try as much as possible to have these natural assets. I know you already have a home. Have land, have cows, have goats, you know, so that even when the devil comes to attack you, it rather attacks your cow. Normally when my cow dies, I said it is die after all, probably the devil was coming for me. So have those natural assets, they will always prevent you. And of course they help you when it comes to the education of your children, when it comes to sickness, because you always have what to, you know, rescue you. Now on the other side, of course, we have got physical assets. Physical assets is what makes life comfortable. What makes life comfortable? Where do you sleep? Do you have a home? I know John, you have a beautiful home. How do you move? Do you move, you know, you have a car? So struggle to make sure you move comfortably, you sleep comfortably, and of course that is a combination of hard work and targeting on something that you want to have. Now, how is your bank account? Make sure you work to make sure your bank account has something, and that's financial capital. Now, the third capital. So you and your wife struggle hard to make sure your bank account always has something, because that something will rescue you at a certain point, you and your children in the future. And then on the other extreme side is what we call a human capital. Human capital already is important. I can imagine the time you went to study Chika, which came up, the human capital, what you have in your head, the skills you have in the head, and it doesn't stop, it must continue. As a couple, continue skilling yourselves, do not be left behind, so that the skills can translate into something else which is very positive. Now, the fourth one is what we call the human what? Human capital. Human capital, I mean the social capital. Social capital, do you have people? Abantu bakatonda balina kubanga bw'obeera n'abantu obeera n'ebintu. And I don't take you for granted having such precious congregation means that you respect people. So continue expanding your social capital. Carol, expand your social capital. When you have people, you have it all. And then the last one is the spiritual capital. Without God, you're wasting your time. Because somebody said, "Ndamagezi gatandikira, amagezi g'omuntu where amagezi okumanya kutandikira
Okutya Mukama amagezi mwe gasookera.
That's how it is.
N'okumanya oyo mwe muli okutegeera.
Okay, he has explained very well. Myself, I'm a professor in Makerere University, but without God, I'm nothing. I think you have seen professors who susan themselves in Katanga. A whole professor of chemistry and mathematics, you meet him, he speaks all the English from Cambridge, but the zip is not tied, he's walking on slippers. So the moment you have got God in your life, that's where wisdom does what? Starts. So one thing I want to tell you with Carol is please know God, go to church, commit your family. One of your rooms in the house, make sure it is a prayer room, always pray. And Carol, I want to tell you this, men sometimes we are too tired, we pray, but for you, you must be someone who really commits and gets your family to God. My wife does that and my mother does that. Sometimes when I'm late and I sleep, I know my mother will never sleep without praying for me. And I know my wife cannot do that as well. So I can be less and sleep. So you have got a duty that you pray for John before he goes, you pray for John when he comes back. And I'm very sure that you're going to have a very successful marriage. Now I do not know what my brothers want to say. But since I'm representing them, John, I know you like animals, I give you a cow, you and your family. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Professor Ahmed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Professor Ahmed. Speak on behalf of Carol siblings. Samura, you're going to use this life. You will use this life. Wait on the remote. Wait on everyone.
Thank you so much. Protocol observed. John and Carol, all look beautiful. Thank you for bringing us to this function. It has really been good. I've been telling Carol always that Katonda yabadde mwene ensonga, and indeed it is God. Carol, whatever you've got with prayer, always keep it with prayer. Buli kiba kigambye, the parents have talked to you, the friends have talked to you. Kindly follow whatever they have told you. Your marriage will never fail. John, Carol mutukumire bulungi nga bw'obadde omukuuma. Love her, care for her, and all shall be well. I want to introduce my sisters. We are very many here. I don't know whether they should speak for themselves. MC? Okay. We have our sibling here, Dr. Bena. She's still single and searching. We have Apio Domtila, Nalongo. We never know Munyumba Banana. Carol agenda kuleetera abalongo. We have Agnes Ayado, naye ali mu ddiiro asaakinga. We have our sister Harriet, Then we have Beatrice and Tabitha. These are our sisters. Carol, all the sisters love you so much. Bakwagaliza birungi byerere mu bufumbo bwo. Always let the candle burn in your marriage. That is what we are wishing for you. All the best. In the interest of time, I beg to stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Carol. You say, what are you going to do now? Then I'm going to go to the house. Make you see the Havana Bangi. Now, we're going to move it out.
Kanyo na iko. Emuri akoliai. Emuri akoliai. Keranyo na perne. Emuri akoliai. So, 2 minutes. Replace. It is my harvest today, and that's exactly what I want to say. They should have modified the assignment to me and said, talk as a friend, talk as a mentor, talk as a teacher, talk as a parent. John is my student, but John translated into my adopted child. I met John as a little boy in a class. I met John as a very little boy in a classroom. The names are Samson Omudo Kenge. In government, I served with Makere University School. In the private sector, NGOs, I served with YMCA at the headquarters Kampala, one day. I came with my wife, Mary Omudu. I have my brother here, Olinga Francis, and his dear wife, Diana Olinga. Now, I want to start like this, and I request that everybody listens to me because I'm going to teach the young old. I'm going to teach the educated, highly learned, and uneducated. I'm going to put the rich and the poor, but everybody must learn. I don't know whether I'm going to teach. I even don't know whether I'm going to preach. I don't know whether I'm going to mentor John again, but I must do something this evening, and something sensible. I'm initially going to perform a small ritual, and this in form of a testimony. That maybe as we see John here, very few of you know where he has come from. I've been in this life all through. Sometimes these weddings are just a climax. This is simply a climax. But we come a long way with individuals. And there are those people who enter into your life and you have no option but accept them. I sometimes tell John, we only have very few people we can rely on. They are not normally very many. They are within our fingertips. If you are lucky to have 2 or 3, then you are great. When you are celebrating like this, we can gather. But there's a time when you can count and say that, no, this is the moment I can know who is who. I must tell you, maybe John come here. Carol, please make sure escort Carol so here, I don't care. Escort them here. Those are my kids. And they have no option. Of course they don't have. You come and stand by your man. There's a small thing I want to testify here, and you can get to know that sometimes what we think about life is different from real life. I want to speak about this philosophy of reality and human nature. Carol, I'm going to ask them one question and each of them should answer honestly, because I know where I've come with this little too. Let me begin with John. John, today when he went to the pulpit to take a vow, as soon as you reach there, you need to see Carol appear in the first 2 minutes, the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes, and before you know, she's not appearing at all. This is a joking event. So today speaking. Sometimes we take things for granted, I don't know why. It's not just about eating and drinking. We are talking about real life. And in my testimony, I want to say this. John, I'm on you now. John calls me one afternoon. I think it was around 2:55 coming into 3. And the man tells me I'm not going to wear the Carol. I say, John, why? You know, it's now coming to 3. Carol is saying she's going to visit her friends. I told John, you know what's going to kill you? It is Carol's beauty. A good thing is obedient to me. And he was not joking. He was very panicking. Carol, if you didn't know, that man believes in your beauty. And that's where the problem I'm going to get from. That's exactly the problem. Now, how you interpret is what's going to create your happiness. He doesn't want you to move away. I can't wait somebody who's moving away to friends. Now, what's the problem there? And before I knew, John again creates a trick that Carol, let me call you back, but don't go away. Then he calls her towards 6 in the evening. Us now also getting in your home. Say that, you know, Clemesa. She should not go. Certain things are between me and the bride and the groom. But the point I just want to say that the concept of friendship should go beyond a drinking joint to creating harmony. I'm talking about a concept of friendship. You should wish your friend good. You should pray for your friends. Every time I'm given a microphone, I say, you can have a wife, but there is a wife who is a friend. Good evening, everybody. You can have a father, but there is a father who is a friend. You can have an employer, but there is an employer who is a There is an employer who doesn't wish his employees well. Whether you collapse your family, I was called here to talk about friendship, to speak on behalf of friends. John and Carol, you have got married because you think you are friends. And don't leave it here. Your marriage can only continue until you die if you remain friends. Marriage per se is empty. You know, when somebody is your friend indeed, you cannot simply do bad that person. He's your friend. If your mother is your friend, if your father is your friend, if your neighbor is your friend, if your employer is your friend, it goes beyond employment. It goes beyond marriage. It goes beyond a father and a child. Friendship is stronger. Sometimes we fail to work together with our siblings because you are not friends. I want to pray that all of you have come here today, you came because you love this couple and you call them your friends. And that's the reason why you are here. Now for John again, you know, in a day like this, we don't want to beat about the bush. We are really speaking about you. We have seen so many people with a lot of money talk about money. You know, for us academicians, we talk in terms of concepts. Everything in life is a concept. There's a concept for a mask. You can't call this one an apron. An apron, they wrap it here. Now, I want to tell everybody here, specifically Carol and John. There are two things I want you to be cautious about. Probably three, but I want to talk about two. One, there is what they call a house. I built a nice house at Kawanda. And then there's what we call in English a home. The two are not the same. Any fool can have a home. Any rich man can have buildings. But very few can have homes. Unfortunately, a home can be in a cave, but there's a lot of happiness. A home can be under a tree, but there's a lot of happiness. A home can sleep without a meal, but there can be some degree of happiness. So long as you understand each other. John and Carol go and construct a home brick by brick. Don't mistake a building to be a home. Those are just walls. A house is a shelter in the case of rain. But you could as well have your home in a compound and a tree. But what about when it rains? So you need a roof. But people are living in hell in those big mansions in Kololo and Muyenga. They even kill each other. Today there's a lot of single parenting. And I can tell it doesn't matter whether you're an archbishop, whether you're a pastor. We have seen all this on the TV. A whole archbishop crumbling down. A whole pastor saying his wife, who has been with him in marriage for 3 decades, is stinking. And he's wedded and is a pastor. And he's going back to pastoring. And that's why sometimes I say, let us not mix religion with reality. Things of God are too complicated. We are all sinners before God, full stop. Never deceive yourself. In fact, the Bible I read says, we have all fallen short of God's glory. So stop pointing fingers. Don't talk about a Catholic, a Muslim, what, Anglican, a pagan. The one who drinks and one doesn't drink. We are all children of God, and we are sinners. And that's what the Bible says. Except Jesus. But again, you know Jesus is God, the Son. So there's no way you can even get nearer Jesus. So toleta kajanja mubintu bino. Me, I will speak in the context of logic, what I can defend. That all John needs to do now is just know that, you know, I've chosen the most beautiful girl. And John, you know, if you didn't want that girl to get married by others, then you should have married an ugly one. So long as Carol is beautiful, people will admire her. So what are you going to do? You are going to die of Alice for nothing. If you go, the girl is beautiful, what are you going to do? So now what you have to do, just make her a friend. When she's at work, she's thinking about John. The beauty about John is, I think Engineer Seboa, Professor Hebo, and others have spoken about it. Have been with John since he stepped in a tertiary institution. Consistently, everybody seems to testify that John is hardworking. Oh, you know, you can be here and think that why John is able to afford this level of a wedding. John it has so many, but Romana can gaze you. John, you're intelligent, you're a wise boy. You are practical. I'm proud of you. And I don't go for miserable things. I'm here because I'm reaping today. I'm harvesting today. You have not embarrassed me. Carol, you have not embarrassed me. These people who come to my home, it is their home. They call this woman here Toto. This Toto. They say, Toto, how are you? Are you okay? And when they reach my home, I said, Carol, go to the kitchen. You have your mentor there. John Farage has got a still room. And we discuss things of men. And one thing we agreed, no poverty. You can't keep a beautiful girl when you're a beggar. It just doesn't work. And there is no way you can blame God with your poverty. There are no excuses. So thank God you are hardworking. John is a serious person, like I've told you, he's so loving. Achankala nyamangu nyo. And Carol, let me go slow. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Carol has money, that man there. It's not water. John achankala nyabwerere. What's wrong with you, man? Then again, now me, I say, okay, now what do? You sit in the vehicle and come to my home, and you must be the one driving car to my home. And then they come laughing. And I said, now drive back at Kawanda. And then he said, now, you know, Dr. Tenge, I want you to be the chairman of the organizing committee. I said, I don't have time. All people don't have time. Get somebody, but I will be in the remote. So Tufu de Wala, and I want to tell you people, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an employer, have people you help in your life. However much you have wealth, but when you have not enabled people in society, wherever I've stepped, I've left a mark. I'm happy I stepped in John's life and just never made a step. Every time John hits a wall, doctor, I am here in the state center. You know, if it takes you 2 days without hearing from me, doctor, are you safe? You know, there's again this problem here. Now, the other thing is, now Corona has come, can we postpone the wedding? I say, hey, do you want to wedding Corona or your wedding card? And the doctor, I said, have you heard me? Yes, I'm waiting for the wedding will be there. Ask me at which day. Don't tell me about Corona. So all of you have come here. I stand testifying that these people are right. And I have all the confidence that the Caro has understood John. That's not a joking subject. And I'm also happy when the Caro is not there. John actually tells me she has finished me. So I want you to compete. Caro struggled to win John even more. And John struggled from today. Now he's blessed. Struggle. That's the rule of the game. Each of you should struggle to make sure the other one feels you are the right person. Maybe she was about to make a mistake. Maybe you were about to make a mistake. God just saved you. And that's the only way. As I finish, talk about parenting. John and Caro, you have saved us from embarrassment. The reward of a parent is pain. From labor pain, which school should a child they go, school fees, and what they, which grade as a child is he going to pass an exam? Not just a pass, it should be a first class. You go without a trouser and a buttocks, no food, but the child must go to school. After finishing school, will the child get a job? Which job? Which employer? Again, if Kara's got a job, will she get married? You know, if you read a lot and you don't have a husband, you have seen here that we are telling you. As a parent, you can't be happy. You too, you have relieved us. A parent all the time is in pain. We don't sleep. Did somebody say here, Carol, pray for your home? Because now you're going to be a mother. You have been parented, you're not going to parent. Where's the younger man? Is he here? Yes. Now you must parent. Actually, for me, where's my gift?
They took it.
I brought a gift for them because I want now Balongo. And when you open that gift, it is symbolic of that. One child, you can't just say, I'm not say a parent with one kid. That's not school fees. That's not just joking. At least 4. Then I can say, yes, you have tried. So that you know what parenting means. You know, as you see the old woman there, she doesn't have legs now. As you see the old woman there, doesn't have the eyes, but the mind is open. Simanyi karo ba malako. Ikako karo ngajeni are perwe bikone. Amje bala neni. Ara ijo lakini bojo no ingarange na. Ebora amje bala neni. We are in panic all the time. My parents always in tension. You can't settle. Even when you see Carol coming home, you actually think of what they have chased her, of what they have quarreled, of what they have fought. At least she did not mind and just come to greet you. Then again, the parents' mind, heart settles. That one your mother will tell you guma. There is no parent who will tell you that divorce that person. No. It's our wish you can endure. And they don't want to know what you are going through. John, we don't want to know whether you have slept hungry. All we want to know you have succeeded in marriage. And I can tell you, you'll never be a man, you'll never be a husband, unless you have a wife by your side. I will stay with Francis Olinga here. This is my friend, Diana, for a long time. All of men have been coming here. This is a wife to him. And you know, she annoyed me. She has not been serving all of men, but when this one came late, she ran around until she got the food. It's a song they played, not a song. I just want to translate. This is now my complete remark, because you know people are already tired. In that song, if you had to put in English, the really meaning is, there is no university for marriage. Terio college, terio busomo yo bufumbo. You can't have gone to at school to learn how they manage marriage. No, it's not there. So don't wait for people to advise you in marriage. This is true here. This one knows that the other one is Kamula and Ro and Karaka. This is very tough one. Not even the other mother knows that. Not even her friend, but first she has known him. Now this couple can wed. She has understood him. Other details I can't mention now. Toto here has understood me. And that's why I'm proudly standing here and here protecting me. She's there. She understands me, what I want and what I hate. Without Kalo, then there is no food. And it must be hot. So it's my prayer you understand how marriage works. Don't waste time with the people. Understand. Actually, don't even waste time with your mother, your father, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends. Spend most of the time with John. John spend most of the time understanding Carol. Then it will be perfect. May God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Otenge. Baba. Abagore mujje buzze wano.
Thank you very much, our MC, Mr. Zambali Blasio Mukasa. I know you love your names, and you hate someone who calls you one name. And I always try to avoid that mistake. So indeed, thanks for that good work you've played. Mukama achikubalire, atachikuweremu n'abalongo. Olw'okubeera obudde ngenda kuyita mu bufunze. We have had so many speeches here. Most of them have been in English. Allow me to do Kasavu Kanyama. I'm going to use my local language, which is the Luganda, because we've had a lot in English. So let me act or present my speech in Luganda. Thank you. Ekisooka kya byonna neebaza Omukama Katonda olw'ekirabo ky'atuwadde ffenna ne tubeera wano nga tuli balamu. Ekyo nno nsonga nkulu nnyo, kuba singa tabadde Katonda ffenna tetwali badde wano. Mwawuliddeko omwe yayogedde mu prosesi nga tutegeka omukolo. Ndowooza weeks ziringa 3 oba 4 abazigu banzingako nga ndi e Kawanda nvuga nzire ewaka zaali ssaawa 1:45 banzija mu mmotoka ne bankasuka mu kkubo wakati, naye olw'ekisa kya Katonda yasobola okunkuuma era ndi mulamu. Story eyo yali mpanvu, sijja gigenda nnyo in details, but I thank all my friends who are in Uganda Police, the UPDF, LDU. Please, thank you very much. Mwakola omulimu munene nnyo. Njagala okwebaza ne mukwano gwange obedda ali wano naye ndowooza agenze, Mr. Naitwe atuulako kamera enaggulu ku kitebe kya poliisi. Mukwano wakola omulimu gwali gw'amaanyi nnyo, kuba kasita nakola communication eri mukyala wange, mukyala n'akola quick response ku group ffenna kwe tubadde tufollowingira buli kimu naye mbeebaza mwenna mwatulaga omukwano mwarespondinga so njagadde okugenda in details of that okwebaza omukama Katonda kubanga bino yabikoze eki yabikoze singa teyali Katonda mbakakasa John teyalikoze eki teyandibaddewo kubanga nasuulibwa mu kkubo wakati naye neebaza abamu abatuuze b'okukyalo kutuwangaalira nammwe mbeebaza kuba mwakola kinene nnyo okurespondinga ate n'ababoodabooda beekawana nabadde nfunyeyo omu nayita bagenzi mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala ekyo nno mbadde mu kwebaza Katonda naye nga nzijayo testimony ku ki kyatukoze eki kyatukoledde naye nga sinnaba kugenda mu bingi munzikirize mpite my dear Carol Sentongo my sweet wife abeeko obugambo bwayogerako nammwe oluvannyuma nja kubaddira.
Nsanyuse nnyo okubalaba mwenna mwebale kujja ne munyuma nnyo ku omukolo ne muguwa ekitiibwa Mukama abawa omukisa. Ekisookera ddala njagala okwebaza Katonda. Katonda abaddewo. Katonda abadde wa kisa gye tuli. Abadde w'amaanyi, abadde wa buyinza. Bwe njogera ku Katonda abasinga bantegeera naye byonna mubimanyi naye Mukama ekitiibwa kyonna kimuddire. Njagala okwebaza ab'emikwano bonna abazze ku mukolo guno ba service providers mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala byonna bye mukoze tusiimidde ddala mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala ab'eŋŋanda bonna mbeebaza mwebale kujja Mukama abawa omukisa. Njagala okudda ku saidi yange kapolokokere yalama anyunesu yalama abunere ongora soroti otuboy kere ayalama ngo noi awanyuneso putitulo yalama abunere oina kese deke. May God bless you and bless you abundantly and take you back safely. I want to thank my mother in a special way. DJ, nandyagadde onkubireko oluyimba mama talina duplicate. Dakiika emu. my siblings, Mbagala nnyo, Abizena, Musi, Tabitha, Mbagala nnyo, muli bangi nnyo, nyinza okulaba malala. I love you so much, Mbagala nnyo. My brothers who are all here, thank you for coming. My uncles, thank you for coming. I love you so much. My aunties, thank you for coming. My friends, my aunt, thank you. I love you so much. Come about, sir. My mates, Pauline and Benna, thank you so much for being a blessing to this function. To Bagaranyo, Justin, I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. I've come a long way with Justin from school. We have been friends for over 10 years. And people believe we are sisters. I love you so much. May God bless you always. And lastly, I want to thank my husband. The one and only. I always call him my destiny. I love you so much. Thank you so much for loving me and for committing yourself to marry me. Many have stayed with ladies and have not committed, but you committed yourself and said, Carol, I think Carol is the right wife for me. And I thank God so much for my husband. He's a very hard-working man. Very many have mentioned it, and indeed, he's so hard-working. He comes back very late, at times very tired. But surely, thank you for being hard-working and taking good care of us. We love you so much. And God bless you all as you're going back home. Come around, son.
Nyabo mukyala Carol Ssentongo weebale nnyo weebale olw'obugambo olugamba mu Luganda tugamba bwogende bulyambwa naawe okola ki so Carol weebale nnyo okuba nti olulimi lwange olumanyi to my in-laws byebo bwogende bulyambwa nyongera okuddamu okwebaza omwami Plasio Mukasa sebo weebale okulungamya obulungi omukolo guno weebalire ddala kitutte ebbanga nga nsuubiza ba service providers bannaange ti bannaye nkozi okukola emikolo gy'abalala nga sikola ki nga sikola gwange era kintwalidde akaseera kanene mu ba service providers bemmanyi n'abammanyi mu Kampala wano abasinga bayirayo tebammanyi linnya lyange kinze Ssentu abasinga bampita Kika and I thank God kubanga erinnya eryo yajja mu bitu bimeka bibiri ebintu bino byetera okukolaakola ebya cabins buli lwe nabikolanga ne mbiteeka ne tubipresentinga nga bwe mubirabye ku bufe buli abajjanga okubiraba nga bagamba wow Kika nengamba by then that was in 2014 when I was starting in Kika Catering Company. So nengenda nga nkola naye nga buli lwenkola ng'owulira Kika kale nentegeera nti waliwo calling okuva mu kika kyange naye sinnaba kugikola ki kugizuula taata azaala taata wange erinnya lye Kika era yekikka era kwe nasinziira ne ngamba okay, you know I did some entrepreneurship and the teacher who taught me entrepreneurship could always tell me, John, be very creative, But creativity comes right away from the people near you. So because of those remarks they used to give, I was like, okay, let me name my company Shika. And that is how I came up with that name. So I thank God that I'm anointed to do that, to be in catering. And I'm proud of it. It has made me what I am today. My family members, I want to tell you, John of that 10 years back is not the symptom of. So, the glory goes back to God. Njagala okwebaza ba service providers bannange mwenna abasoose abafrigo bagenze dda naye nebaza omwami Matovu Moses olw'omukwano gwandase tubeera nnyo ne mwami Matovu oyo naye John oli perfectionist and I think mwenna bwe buzibu bwe mukoze eki bwe musinze okunsangamu, that's what I'm sure. Why abasinga kufa bwe tusoma ebintu tubirekawo. Like he said, he taught me at YMCA, and I'm what I am today because of Dr. Otengei. Njagala nnyo omwami oyo. Omwami oyo teyeetooloola bw'aba ayogera naawe. Era akinsizeemu abafamile yange mumanyi okunsangamu obuzibu. John, I don't know how to beat around that, and I'm assuring you I will never beat around that. My A is my A. That's how I was taught. 2, omulimu gwange gukolinga for that. Bannange mumanyi because John is a perfectionist in what he does. Saagala bintu biri disorganized. Bwe nabanga area yange efa mpulira nga njagala kubuukanga ejjanzi. Era njagala okwebaza n'okusaba ekisonyiwo Madamu Lilian Mariposa. Kimuli kyabadde kidireyinzeemu. Kati nenfuuka navigator okuva gye twasuze paka wa ne bagamba you people let us go. Whenever there is a challenge, always have a solution, right? Men, buli lwe wabeerawo ekizibu beera neki ne solution. Yen Evangeli always jengamba mukyala wange n'abamu abawangala nange, the likes of the Kampala Church, Mr. Gil, and your family. I always tell my friend Michael, Bongo, the journey ever manachi, the solution. You disturb me here, I'll always come up with, and I avoid myself mixing issues. I don't mix issues. If find people mixing issues, you are Muganda, go in for Muganda. That's wrong. You are Catholic, go in for. That's wrong. So I don't mix issues. And I always tell Carol whenever we have some arguments or some quarrels, Carol, don't mix issues. Past is past, present is now. Which sort of thing, which is so that is me. And I want to assure you, Carol has managed me.
Wonderful. Mwongere engalo ekyo kikulu.
That I know very well that I'm not easy. Kubanga tewaliwe kyawandiikibwa nti olina kubeera mwangu. Yesu Kristo tebamutegeera. N'abasinga wano kufa abasinga tetutegeeranga na Bible. Era baagezaako kwagala ogigenda mu details. What happened? Katonda bwe yabasuula n'abakyusa ki? Kubanga baali bamuleetako oluki? So, That is me. My family members, my in-laws. John, I'm so fast. I avoid postponing issues to the next day. Tomorrow is tomorrow. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So that is why you see, me, John, I'm so quick. I'm so fast in what I do. I hate postponing things. Ababadde wano benkoledde emikolo wano kusinga mbaddewo n'emikwano gyange mingi benkoledde emikolo. Era muze because mbaweeseza ebitiibwa mu families zammwe. Olwa pressure gye nnina n'obukugu. So baclients baffe mwenna abali wano, Mama Kaita, thank you very much. I avoid mentioning names because there are so many clients I have here. The likes of the Kampala Church. I'm not a born again of their church. I'm a Catholic. But they always entrust John to do that. So that one, I'm very happy. And Mr. Gelly, on Saturday, he's having a function. And I'm the caterer. Saturday, the same, I have a function. I was telling my wife, there is no honeymoon.
Hey.
No. You're disagreeing.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I have trained my staffs very well.
Stop mix.
With or without me, the company can still operate. So honeymoon,
Don't mix the issues. One makona honeymoon.
nebaza Mariposa. By the way, where is Madame Mariposa? Kibi nnyo okumixinga issues kubanga olw'okuba twayingiramu embeera y'okumixinga issues waliwo ebintu ebimu bye twerabira naddala embeera ey'okumanyagana. Kinsanyusizza nnyo bwe mbadde wano, mbadde nga nzirukanga n'ono omukyala decorator, naye mbadde ndi ku mmeeza eno. Jjajja ono waliwo ne jjajja omulala, twekanze nga we are somehow, not even somehow, we are related. Kubanga bano biba maama abazaala. Naye olw'okuba twayingiramu embeera y'okumixinga issues tetukyakola kumanyagana. Kaakati mala kutuukeyo nga buli muntu agetinga surprise. Era Lilian ansuubiza nti sente ze namuwadde agenda zimpa kubanga we are relatives. So Lilian, thank you very much. And Madam Julie. So, Julie, I know Julie Mbabas is here. Julie, you can come for your cake for Mariposa events.
Bambi Julie, come. Mariposa mukoze bulungi. Bambi munone.
Nebaza omwami wa Hot Sounds.
Mr. Cool. Jangu bakulabeko. Obusajja tuwadde ebyuma.
Captain Mlamba. Naye nkwebaza omulimu gw'okoze. I think these are the people who know me very well. Abebiziina bwe tubeera ku mikolo always tulwanagana nabo. But the way you see this gentleman organizes his music. One time I told him, please, I'm joining you to my company. Mr. Coleman, I'm assuring you, this is not the last day. Tukyakola babiri.
Mwongere engalo ez'amaanyi. Mr. Cool, jangu wano ensi kulabeko. Ba captain tebatera kujja.
Oli very organized.
It's so much.
Okola byenjagala. Oteekawo ebyuma byo a day before. Seetongo nteekawo ebyuma byange a day before. It is very hard okukisanga mu ba service providers naddala abafumba emmere. Naye I thank God nti mu Kampala wano ndi omu ku bafumbi abali organized.
Mwongere engalo.
And it's the reason you all know Chika Sentongo John. Ekyo nkirimbye. sikwewaana naye nkijje wano. Nyongera okwebaza muganda wange Dalausi yadduse Ddooyo oyo bw'amalanga adduka.
Jangu wano bakulabe bukyodduka.
Omwami ono ye Lutale Dalausi ow'Enkima. Omwami ono bwe yawulira nti embaga yange gyeri yaŋŋamba John kindekere kubanga nange ndi mu process ate nja kwetaaga omuki organization yo. So byonna bye mulabye awo bibadde byani amasapo ago ge mulabye Ssebo Mwami Dalausi Omukama Katonda akikubalire. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, Julie ye omune Lilian Mariposa. Julie webale nnyo and thanks for being a good client. Banayo omukyalo ono tutambula naye mu bintu bingi. Nawe nabagambye n'aba clients bangi ababadde wano abamu bakoze eki bagenze. Julie webale nnyo. Webale nnyo, webalire ddala. Ne ka contract ako mukwano kakoleko. Tomorrow we have a meeting. Nyongera okwebaza ba committee members. But disorganizing why? Because I try to be, I'm too professional. Naye mbebaza kuba muli mikwano gyange. Ate mumanyi kyenkola ki? Kyenjagala. Bwe nazze okunona ekimuli wano nabalabye mwenna nga mwatunuulidde Ssentongo kubanga Abakatuliki with time is banaye nazze wano nenzija wano ekimuli kino. Tute omugole akole ki? Akwate. Kubanga obudde bwadde bukola ki? Ne mugamba madam, always be creative. Tugende ku site ngenda kisiba okikwate. Nga kiri bwe kikola ki? Naye yo omukolo gukoze ki? So that is me. And I thank God nti yampa akabiri kano kensobola okuzanya nenziruka wali nenziruka wa. Njagala okwebaza baweeta baffe ne bawaitresses. Bambi mwebale. Ekyokunywa mukisavinze bulungi okusinziira bwe twakiplaninga. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Service provider, Ken Shoots. Ono ye Mwami Mugerwa, noza mulaba Enkima bwejjudde wa. Oyo ye Mwami Mugerwa, Ssebo weebale nnyo.
Sembera wano bakulabe. We don't mix issues. Era. Kwega Mugerwa, Ssentongo, Enkima eri awo. We don't mix issues. Good.
Bano nkola nabo. Ba clients bange ate nange ndiki. So bwetyo bwetambula mu sako. Nekyenyiza okubakakasa n'omubbi tayagala bamukole ki? Ba service providers abasinga bali very disorganized. Bano batuuka ne banneetamu naye leeta loonu bajja ne baŋŋamba ng'ekintu kibakoledde. Ssentongo naye weebale. Oyo omwami mukyala we, mukyala Mugerwa, edda ali wano, mukyala alina olubuto. Uyo.
Maama obyogedde bulungi, jangu tulabe. Nanga atafunye lubuto mu COVID ono.
Omukyala yono yaŋŋamba one time. Ono, John, olwe tuwulira ng'ototta naye ku mukolo gwange saagala muntu mulala. Jangu okole ki? Okolera ekintu kyange n'akikola ki? N'akimpa. Era bambi mwebale nnyo okubeera ba clients abaki? Abalungi. Ate mwebale tukolera mulimu guno. Mwebale offer gye mutukoledde. Noza balance ne bwe zitamusasula.
Kasaba client bo.
Ba service providers bwenna bwe zitayogeddeeko. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Beesikonyeeko. Naye abaana bange abakika catering company oba bazzeeyo okufumbiro. Bazzeeyo?
Booza bintu.
Tekisoboka. bazeeyo nsabako bajje
bambi mujje ssentebe yita abaakika baana abo babonyebonye nnyo naffe
nga bwe bajja nziramu olw'okwebaza ennyo ddala baganda baffe abatuwerekedde bamaids poli mwebale nnyo baami mwebale kunyuma nkakasa ebifaananyi mubikoze bulungi bwe binaafulumayo
kuliko Julie ne Pauline Musembere wali
mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala nkimanyi twabadde ku sipiika pressure kabadde kangi naye nabasuubiza nga tuli mu meeting nti ngenda kukola ku kya time nze ngendo kyekwatiramu ndi mugole naye nja kukola ku kyaki ku kya time mbasaba okunsonyiwa bwesibuze bintu birungi munsonyiwe bannaani. Let us not mix issues.
yeah.
Thank you.
abaakika bazze Pauline mutuule tufuna
Metron,
abaakika
nkwebazizza nnyo webalekola omulimu gwo omugole omuyooyoose bulungi n'asigala mu mmira ye weebale nnyo weebalire ddala abaakika bala bagenze
mwe mujje mukiikirire mukama mu abaka
mugjeeko wano.
eyo ekampuni yaffe bannange eyakika atalina madowadowa ye Chief Cook abalala bafumbi
abasinga batambuddemu kubanga tebalina ntambula bo naye mbayisa okubeebaza mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala omulimu gwe mukoze ate mwebale okubeera awamu nange abaana bano be mulaba bali well trained ekyo nze nkibabuulira nebaza manager wange nze wesiri ono ye second in command Chief Kasozi naddirirwa munne Chief Arafat yono wano n'amyukibwa supervisor wansi ku ground Chief Sentongo tuyina ba reception managers bagenze ate ba drivers sebo head driver nkusaba ojjeko wano Mwami Nsamba kika yatandika nga tukozesa abakozi 50. Covid bwe yajja twasigaza abaana 10 nentuuza abaana bange be nasigala nabo ne mbagamba mumanyi let us be innovative, let's be creative. Kaakati egibadde gikolebwa 50 tugisaze gigenda kukolebwa abantu 10. Abaana bano bayomba nnyo kyabayisa bubi naye ne mbagamba abaana mwe John I was trained by Chinese, John I was trained by Kenyans. Ne mbagamba kyenajje Kenya Nairobi utali namwe ngenda kikola ki kukibateekamu era bawaje bano nga weebali bonna sijolwa. Njagala okwebaza omukyalo oyo tumuyita Ssenga Kufumbiro kubanga abuulirira nnyo banne nnyabo weebali nnyo weebalire ddala. Omwami oyo mu black Mwami Nsamba banaye obeerawo wano abava e Masaka mwekubireko mu ngalo. Ekintu kyenzudde mu bannamasaka bannange bantu bakozi era mbeebaza nnyo olw'obukozi bwe mukola ki kata kika nagitandika mu mwaka 2014 Oktoba nga 14
yembaga eno bannaye mwongere engalo ez'ekitiibwa.
bukyantandika kika nzize ntambula n'omwami oyo mwami Nsamba ye driver waffe yategeera embeera za Ssentongo yategeera emmere ya Ssentongo bagifuga batya n'etayiikayiika mwami Nsamba ne banno b'okulembera ssebo nkwebazizza nnyo ddala era ssebo maama ng'ozzeeyo mutuweera akakeeki kano ssebo tweyanzizza nnyo tweyanzenge mu mbala ennyangu kika tumaze emyaka 8 in service kakati nsaba okubabuuza ekibuuzo emmere bannaye ebadde etya mwe musalawo batubawe keeke oba tetubawa ki
emmere ebadde kika
mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala Chief Kasozi
abaana tugende tubamme keeki leka
so mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala sobola okuddayo nebaza aba speakers mwenna aboogedde Professor Hebwa, my cousin brother, please thank you very much. Thanks very much for nurturing me always. Mugende mugamba nti ndi mukambwe naye atukwatira fraga y'obukambwe mu family is that gentleman. Please get up, they see you again. He's called Professor Hewa Weriba. He's my cousin brother. So mama baffe be wano wano. Mama wa professor you know one. Naye omwami oyo, he does not joke. I thank him. Ngezaako okumugoba ofiitinga mu bigere bye naye nkyagaanye okukola ki okumutuuka naye mmanyi olw'obuyinza lwa Katonda nja kukola ki Professor one day get you. Amina. Nebaza Dr. Otengei. Sebo webale kwogera bulungi. Webale kumpa magezi. Buli wonna we tukwetaagira. Thank you very much. Akagamba ako don't mix issues. Omwami otera nnyo kakozesa. Olwe tubeera n'abantu abamu mikwano gyaffe. Era baba batandika okwogera ne batandika okwokonako. Is mixing issues. So abasinga bamanyidde n'akagamba ako. You love mixing issues. Don't mix issues. So Dr. Otengei, thank you very much for mentoring us. We love you so much. Thank you very much for your love. Tukwebaza nnyo ssebo twebanze tweyanzidde ddala. Nga sinnaba kugenda kwebaza aba parents, njagala okwebaza mikwano gyange obedda gigoberera emisana abatasobodde kuba wano naffe bafumbi bannange abali Kenya, Nairobi, Thailand and Japan. Tebasobodde abamu kuba wano naffe naye mmanyi nti babadde bakola ki mbeebazizza nnyo kuba kuliko abamu be baweereza aba representatives baabwe tebasobodde kuba wano naffe kubanga Uganda bagiteeka mu red naye mbeebaza nnyo olw'omulimu nabo gwe bakoze eki gwe bakola. Sirema kwebaza ate aba Uganda hotel owners banaye namwe mwebale nnyo. Manyi omukyala yavudde wano yagenze secretary naye neeyanziza nnyo neeyanzenga. Baneighbors bange of course badduse dda olw'obudde okukwata ka few time. Kaakati kigambo okuwasa si kyangu naddala nga mukaddewo yakuvaako mu maaso. Wano mu Buganda taata omusajja yawasiza omwana omukyala. Naye me in that core I think I was unlucky. Naye yonna gyali Mukama amuwumuze mirembe erinnya lye siriswazizza. Naawe maama nkwebaza nti erinnya lyo siriswazizza. ekyobukozi ekyo kya musaayi muzaale bangi mukyogedde naye omukyala nzaala wange abange tebazannya era ninako mukwano gwange wano yawasa omukyalo wenge ne mugamba obeera careful bw'oba jokinga n'abengeye bw'omesinga up n'abesa kyala abengeye ye ne waba alina abaana 10 tajja kuwa excuse kubanga ndi mufumbo wano kuba nina abaana 10 no for her she will always go. So mama nkwebaza, our mother is a single lady naye tukwebaza olw'ebirungi byonna tukwebaza okututendeka ensi eno nga tukyali baana bato. Mami weebale nnyo weebalire ddala nebaza nnyo baganda bange nammwe mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala muganda wange Walusiimi Ahmed sebo weebale nnyo weebalire ddala ne ba sisters bange Nanteza ne Harima mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Njagala okwebaza mikwano gyange egyataddemu tiketi nezijja wano okubeerawo ku mbaga yaffe. Michael Bongo naye gwe Michael yimirirako bajjangu na wano ne Deborah Bongiri Michael jangu wano banaye abantu bantu bakolera wano. This gentleman who is coming is a general manager of UAP South Sudan. Debbie Obalikowa. Deborah works with UNICEF. Sorry. Naye bagamba no, we have to be with you here. Mbebaza contributions zammwe, mbebaza tickets ze mutaddemu ne mujja ne musanyukira wamu. Deborah weebale nnyo weebalire ddala. Omukyalo ono ali so organized naye alinganga Ssentongo. Olina omwinfominga nga obudde bukola ki? You need to prepare her on time. So weebale nnyo kuba walesewo office yo nnene nnyo n'osobola okujja n'obeera naffe wano. Michael, stay here. Badde mbagamba nti ensonga y'okuwasa si nyangu naddala ng'owasa mu ggwanga eritali liryo. I remember during that time nga tugezaako okunegotiating a dowry. It was not something easy on my side. Naye olw'ekisa kya Katonda twasobola okubiyitamu. Muyiseeyo kubanga njagala mukonde kubenda twali tugenda okuwaayo ebisolo bye baatusaba. Nagenda n'omwami ono ffeka bameka namugamba let us not mix issues. Twagenda bameka babiri ne tuwaayo ebisolo ebyakola ki only 2 people but we managed to score a goal. So Michael, thank you very much. You can go back. Njagala okwebaza era ba in-laws bange Lucy, Agnes, Bena, mwebale nnyo okubeera so complying in each and everything bambi. Naddala Lucy, bambi nkwebaza nnyo wamu n'omwami wo Mr. Wawire. Oyo yansooka mufumo naye nze mukulu we mu famire ya mwami atupu. So, Brother Wabwire, thank you very much, please. Nebaza nnyo ba in-laws bange, Mami and Daddy, Papa. Please thank you very much for loving me. Like he said, I'm his in-law, I'm a friend, and he's also a friend to me. When you get me with him, you can't tell that he's mine. Because one time I told him, Muzei, Wanza, kakati lwaki bino. Who doesn't know that in your family I'm muko? I'm not so much used to that. So, ne bamanyirira bonna. Era yababeerayo emikolo nze bagamba, I know, ndi muko naye, tukole kino, let us not mix issues. So, thank you very much, my in-laws. Be able once again. Back to my wife, Carol Sentongo. Webale nnyo okunjagala. Nange nkusuubiza nja kwagala. Carol mpise bizibu naye bingi. Era abamu ku mmwe mwamanyaako nti first born waffe yakola ki? Yafa. It was a pain nga bwe mumanyi first born. Naye nga bwe babagambye nti Carol is gold. Indeed Carol is diamond. Carol is diamond. Carol does not mix issues. So Carol, I thank you. Kizibu nnyo buli lwe tubeera bwe tuti waliwo n'emikwano bonna bano mwenna mumbuuza naye Carol asobola okukufumbira emmere egw'omufumbi. No. People, don't mix. Marriage is marriage. And work is. Bukyanfuna Carol simugambangako nti byofumbye tebikoze eki? Tebiwoomye. Neba byasiridde, I swallow it. After some good time, I will tell her, please, olubuto lukola ki? Naye nga simugambye nti byewafumbye byakoze eki? Byasiridde. Because I know if I start mixing issues, ekimu kijja kukola ki? Ndowooza era n'abamu abagezezaako okumpa emirimu ntera nnyo okozesa ekintu ekyo. Nze John sikolabe. Ate nkola decoration. No, I always no. Nze I don't mix. I want to concentrate in my area and I perfect it very well. Some of you have nicknamed me as a perfectionist. The likes of Sharifa. Sentam. Okay. But I loved that landmark because we are what we are because of that landmark. So, Carol, thank you very much for being so patient. We service providers, we come back late in the night, but she's patient with me. Are you okay? I'm okay. At times we sleep there. At times we even spend days without going back. Function after function. Naye kala akuma bulungi ewaka, osanga wanyirira, tayomba naawe, ate naye mwebaza kubanga omulimu gwakola mu kika agukoze. Kale weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala. I always love you.
Thank you, DJ. Don't mix issues. We have not opened up the dance. Irene, Atim, are you learning something? Because I want also to be doing some great things. Tongeregareza amanyeza John ne Carol. Loza buli muntu oyize engeri gye bakwatamu amaka. John fena tumumanyi, he is a perfectionist. Ati tamaliriza. Okyalina akalala? Katukuddemu bupya. Ow'endongo eyamikisiza issue kati katuddemu ekitundu ekyokubiri. Kabina ku ddongo koona.
Omusomesa omulungi the mixing, he mixed the issues. At this juncture, I want to call upon Emma, our son. Emma, where are you? And Jasmine, please come. Emma. Pozi kyesitabagambye tulina our little boy. I think he's sleeping right now. Gabi Sentongo is just there. Beerayo kubanga ajja kukaaba. Kaakati tubadde mu mbeera ya COVID, abaana tukimanyi bulungi tebakola ki? Tebasoma. Naye nga tukola hand in hand ne mulamu wange Lucy, nagamba mulamu wange oyo abaana bakula ate tumanyi oba COVID anaggwaawo. So nenjogera ne Lucy ne mugamba Lucy, abaana bano batandika okufuna skill y'obwa chef. Than mind okubeera ngeri what? Ngeri idol. So netusalawo okuzimba idea eyo. And I want to thank these two children, Jasmine and Emma. We are trying to groom these two young kids to great chefs. Era kekise ze mukoze ze mututte ezo ng'ebirabo abaana bano be bazikoze. So let me give this chance to Emma to say something.
By full names, my name is Opio Emmanuel, and I'm here to give a vote of thanks and say a few words. The people I would like to thank: my family, my mother, my father over there, my sister, even the bride and groom. I'd like to thank them so much. I would also like to thank the people who organized this function. The waiters, the waitresses, the chefs, all those people, I would like to thank them. I would also like to thank the guests, everyone here seated. I would like to thank you for at least coming, arriving to this party, this ceremony. And last of all, I would like to thank God. You know, God does mischievous things. No one knows what God will do next. He always does the right thing at the right time and the right place. So he chose this venue, this time and this day for these two to get married. And he chose the perfect day. Perfect. I will tell you. I want to be brief, so I want to give a word to my Aunt Carol and my Uncle John. They have supported me in all ways. They have encouraged me. They have loved me for who I am. So today I will also give a word to them. Uncle John and Auntie Carol, I would like to just say something to you two. May your love live forever till death. And my Uncle John, always put Carol first. Auntie Carol, do not forget John in your life. Even though you moved to another country, don't forget him. Your sisters love you. Aggie, Lucy, and Benna, they love you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah. Nazimba ng'obote. Opiyo oli w'amaanyi. Opiyo tatufuga ayogeranga pulezidenti. Luse wazaala omwana bannange ayogera n'obuvumu. Gwe Kalo ne John kambawo eby'obufumbo. Gy'oli yali afumbiddwa. Mwogere baaba.
So Emma, thank you very much, and we promise that we're still giving you more encouragement, and never in your life to mix issues, right? Yeah. I had forgotten one thing. Narongo awasenga. Mama webale nnyo omulimu gw'otukozeemu mu kyaki. Webale okugamba obulungi, webale okutubuulirira always, webale okubuulirira mukyala wange Carol. Mwenna abaddewo ku lwa Carol mwebale nnyo. Muli bangi naye nga mwenna mugezaako okulaba nti muleeta John okukka wansi. Bannaye you have managed me. So Narongo nkusaba munnaye jangu tukuwe ku keeke eno ng'ekirabo kyo. Narongo oyo akoze omulimu munene.
Munnange weebala obutamikisinga issues. Ansabidde abalongo omanyi fiizi z'ennaku zino. Narongo omukolo guno ambi Narongo.
Thank you Narongo. Ono naye teyamixinga issues naye yagenda eri era ye Narongo ogwa pusi. Yabo weebale nnyo. You're mixing issues, you always have different ideologies.
Ogambye yani?
Ye Narongo ogwa pusi.
Mama nyabo. Yango ogwa pusi otuule wano.
Njagala okwebaza best man wange. Okuviira ddala mu kwanjula kwaffe. Paka na kati we tuli. Ye muntu y'omu tofa. Mpisi. Sebo weebale nnyo weebalire ddala. For him, his head is very cool. When I go high, he always. So, and it works. So, Tofa, thank you very much. And our matron, Justin, nyabo webale nnyo webalire ddala. Omukama Katonda akibabalire. Justin tukwagaliza balongo. Njagala okwebaza Honorable. We are supposed to be here. We are meant to be with Honorable Asio. Honorable Asio. Helen Asamo. And she didn't manage to be here with us. But someone, Lucy, is there anyone who represented her?
Who can take a cake for her? Over to Jiwe Opio Emmanuel agitereke.
Emma, come for this cake.
Yeah, Emma, come and receive this cake. Make sure by the time you go to Parliament, you give her the cake. Abafe. Akavubu kakano. Omwana Luce yezaala. Effujjo lyonna. Abafe. Opio sente ze zimuwerera bwe zibabulanga mu nkubira. Nyamusasulira. Okola olugezigezi ewange nkukuba emiggo otegeera Abaganda. Manyiira.
Chairman.
The organizing committee?
No, the organizing committee.
era bannange.
DJ, nsaba onfunireko kayimba ka birthday katono just nedakiika tewera.
Noonya oluyimba lwa happy birthday.
Nsaba mukyala Sanyu Namutale.
Bambi. Mwami
mukyala wa
William.
Chairman waffe William.
Ono biddeyo mukyala we.
Mwami William.
Bannange.
Ntabwe jangu olisivinga ekeekiyo nga webakubira akayimba.
Say it. Genda obufumbo tubwogeddeko. Dia Take a photo. No, dayo mufune ekifaananyi. William and your wife. Genda bakuba ekifaananyi ekirungi. It's such a great day to remember. Genda bakuba ekifaananyi n'omugole with a cake. Oba cake munagifuna edda. First receive a photo. William and the wife. Good. It's a day for us to celebrate your birthday. We are not going to mention the years, but we have to celebrate. Omukyalo mubuuza otya emyaka gye. Pauline, how old are you? Tolaba naawe omutima gukkuba. That's wonderful. Happy birthday. It's a day for us to...
Happy birthday.
Good.
Mukyala Sanyu. Njagala era okwebaza omulimu ogukolebwa obulungi ba committee members abakulembeddwa omwami William. Ssebo weebale nnyo, weebalire ddala okoze omulimu omulungi, otulungamiza bulungi. Era namwe basaba bassebo mujje mufune keeke yammwe.
Organizing committee play music as they are coming. The organizing committee.
Era mbeebaliza ddala okujja Mukama abeere nammwe. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala kujja, mwebale kubeera very smart. Mama Kaita, okusembyayo kabadde kakodyo. Thank you very much, mami. Mwebale kuba na ddiini. Mukama Katonda akikuddizeewo. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala okujja. My in-laws, thank you very much for coming. I know you traveled from Soroti, but thank you very much. We thank you very much for your contributions. We love you, and we will always live with you. Mommy, Daddy, please, safe journey as you're going back home. To my side, mbebaza nnyo, mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala, ne bye mukoze, nsiimidde ddala, Omukama abeere nammwe.
Thank you so much. Before we do anything else, I would love to invite the chairman organizing committee.
That your son seemed to be the opposite of you. Really surprised me. This gentleman here is a very, very quiet man, but Mr. Pio there is challenging you. Now, I came to know Saint Tongo, who is my brother, because I'm also called Lukwago, through his sister and brother of mine. I've known Tadeo here for a very long time, since we are young people. I'm older than him in our profession. But again, I have known Nalongo for a very long time. And I've always respected Nalongo. We work hand in hand with the URA. Maybe that's why there is URA and customs agents here. But we work hand in hand. But I've known Nalong for a very long time. But I later found out that Nalong and Lucy are also friends. But then this gentleman was my colleague. So I knew Nalong was a friend to Lucy before I actually knew that Lucy was a wife to my colleague. But somehow things connected, and there we were. kakati nembeera chairman w'embaga yaabwe. Then I found this small gentleman who he is, and this is Sentongo. Namusanga ku mbaga eno naye nemwagala nnyo kimu ku bintu bye yali akola. Ebintu byayogedde ku Sentongo byonna bituufu. Naye Sentongo yankubira n'aŋŋamba, muganda wange ngenda kuwasa, njagala obeere chairman ku mukolo gwange. Naye twali ku mbaga ya mikwano gyange gino nga tuddusa abantu naye neŋŋamba naasobola okukola omukolo ogwe nga twali tuddusa abantu, naye kubeera ndi musajja wa nkima ate nga muganda wa mikwano gyange gino nenzikiriza. Naye njagala okugamba that nti bwe bano abagola ababeererekako chairman sebo omugole, njagala kwebaza that you have made this thing easy for us. First of all, you have been organized as you are. Ebimu tubale tufitinga mu bufitinzi ketubadde nako akazibu kabadde kamu kakukwataganya ng'obuuka nga bw'ogambye olinga jjanzi pu. But somehow that made it exciting. This morning we saw you come here flying in cars. I just told the people here, mumuleke. Adidde tukola ki nemuga mumuleke. Najja w'ekimuli nadduka n'agenda tumanyi tumala ekimuli ky'omugole. But that is Sentongo, and that's what makes you a successful man. I am older than you, but I'm telling you, I'm learning a lot from you, because being who you are, and you are in these 8 years, you have made Chika what it is quite amazing. Now, muzikirize nebaze, njagala okwebaza okusooka komiti yange. Abantu bano tubadde banjiko, Agnes, Diana, Lucy, tubadde banjiko. Naye bwe tusinza okubonaabona naye ndowooza ye mukulu James Sebandeko ono. Tala Sebandeko oba yatuddeko naye njagala kumwebaza kubanga omusajja ono tubadde tusumbukanye nnyo naye before nakati. Naye njagala kubebaza bonna nti embaga mwebale kukola mbaga nnungi. Buli muntu yenna abadde wano abagenze, mbadde njogerako n'Abafrigo bali ne bagamba this was a wonderful event. So thank you very much for making this for John and Carol. Mu bigambo ebitonotono njagala gamba John and Carol, this is what you sent to do us, and I think we have delivered. Thank you so much for being good abantu abakolebwako, and thank you very much the committee members for the cooperation and everything you've done. Thank you so much. MC bye byaffe tweyanziza nnyo tweyanze. And excuse me, I also allow me also for going to thank you, Mugole and the team. Mwebale nnyo okuza birthday ya mukyala wange wano. Mukyala wange, today is her birthday, and it is really a surprise. Tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege mukitukoledde. Kati nze ne bwe sigulabye byonna ebirabo omukyala mumaze obbimu bwawe mama w'abaana ndoza tokyabanja birthday wedde. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, William. Obufumbo bwe tubongeddeko emyaka emirala nga 10, because when you celebrate the birthday of your wife in front of all these people, indeed it's something that we need to take as serious. Thank you so much. Basebo ne banyabo njagala okubwebaza. We have come to the end of our wedding. We only have 2 items left, and then we say goodbye. One, I'm now going to invite Carol to come and invite one of the friends she wished to give the flower. Gwayagaliza obufumbo nti nze nga bwe nkimaze, all the blessings zigende eri ggwe, bwe kinaggwa we shall open up the dance. Agibeera awo lindako mala kukyuka awo bagenda kujja bonna basatu abawe. Agi bwofuna akamuli, you stay there. Then Bena Jangu, Bena Justin, abo nabagaliza omikisa because good. Good. Mu linnya lya kitaffe n'omwana n'omwoyo omutuukirivu. Okay. A little bit, let's listen to one statement from the dad.
I wanted to introduce my brothers who are with me here. Those are the two brothers whom I came with from Soroti. I would also like to introduce the brothers to Karo. Others did not come because of the constraints, because of the COVID-19. This time I did not come with anything for my daughter and my son, but I want to pledge something on behalf of my grandson. Gabriel, I am offering a heifer. I'm offering a heifer. So John and Tadeo, I remember I did that pledge also. Anytime you come in town to Soroti, to Atapara, Mora, please, I would like to show you those two animals. Anytime you come there, even if you don't get me, I am going to share with my brother Odomo Silva. He will be knowing those animals. I'm going to show him those animals. Because sometimes I don't have eyes to go to the Apujan where we keep the animals. But I'm going to show him. So that is for Gabriel and for Emma. Emma and his sister, please remember that I have a debt with you, which I am ready to pay anytime. May God bless you all.